tell you what, Vault Hardpoint, always a fantastic way to start these series out.
New York SubPar, Manitoba Mallards, squaring off on this gold hard point. We don't like it, but we do see kills going back and forth, but favoring right now the New York SubPar. New Manitoba Mallards will be the first team on time, but they are surrounded by a whole host of New York SubPar. There is Royalty getting his first kill on the board, collecting some of his hard point time, throwing his tactical at these Manitoba Mallard players, trying to come through this P2 side. But the first 30 seconds is a 6-6 ball game, and the P2 spots are still our favorite New York SubPar.
Yeah, New York, they get themselves all the way back there, and they get pieced up as well back there, so you got to be careful. But team push back in there with the sub. 14 seconds left on this P1, P2 ready to go here momentarily. And guess who's here? New York SubPar also. I got to start throwing up some yellow cards or something for Royalty. This guy has been almost snaking almost every life we see the guy on screen. Now, he hasn't fully committed yet, but he's getting pretty close. So we got to watch out for him.
Man.
I mean, he's trying. He's trying to produce some snake oil back there, I tell you what.
The P2 has jumped off. New York SubPar in full control of this hill. Defiant trying to get control of this hill, but Hyped and Teach are just laying down fire, not letting no Manitoba Mallard test the time. Full control of the time, full control of those P2 spawns, making sure no Manitoba Mallard spawns back there, trying to spawn them out in that P1 area, making them fight through the back, trying to get through Robert Morrison with the beams, getting him a 2-piece before he finally gets to take it down. Now Manitoba Mallards attacking this from the back. Can they get the kills? Defiant is not letting them go as he gets a big 3-piece, allows his team to break in hill, but no, they cannot break in hill because Big Gun Robert Morrison is still in there. The last kill, last player on the hill cannot get taken down. Rotation is on for New York SubPar. Also for Manitoba Mallards, it's going to be a big battle for the rotations.
Ooh, big rotation coming in here. Royalty with a nice kill right there. Back statue, just opening things up for the team. This P3 looking the way of New York SubPar. They did a phenomenal job on P2. Got the rotation in as well. Looking good so far. And then those ARs cooking up a little bit. Royalty picking up 2 nice kills right there. Hyped helping out with the AR as well. RM3 was in the back getting some nice clean shots as well. But Manitoba now is trying to get a push together. It's going to be a little difficult when you got Royalty all up in your face. Pushing right back, getting regrouped with the team. But the kills coming in. Manitoba will pick up 2, get 1 traded out in return. But they're picking up some more kills. They're on that time. Got to be careful though. Hype top art. Not going to lose this position for free.
I mean, Hyped, he did a great job of holding down that top art, but Manitoba Mallards did a great job of just taking that fight one kill at a time, going down the early fights, but then breaking to the hill. But you know, the scrap time will go in the favor of the New York SubPar. New spawning out for New York SubPar. So they got the spawns. Manitoba Mallards got to push through the whole map to try to get through this next hill. Pops off. Teach is on a 5 streak, looking for 6. Can he find it? No, he cannot. AR versus the sub. AR is gonna win that every time. But opening 10 seconds of this P4 in the favor of New York SubPar, but Defiant and Yeetus Mimetus gets a big 2-piece for RM3 and the boys regroup and retake the hill.
Yeah, New York did a good job so far on this time, getting some decent time going their way. But now Manitoba Mallards once again just have to push on in, and they are just getting pieced up by this New York SubPar team. Not looking subpar today, looking pretty solid. Looking a little bit less like the New York subway system, looking a little bit more like Boston right now, doing a good job. But gonna be pushing on in here. The Manitoba Mallards got 1 more push going, 15 seconds left. Not much to work with here. They're gonna get taken out that last attempt there. The P1. They're gonna try to lock that down. They got to make sure they keep these P1, P2 spawns in their favor. But New York SubPar, we know how they're gonna operate. They're gonna try moving for those as quick as possible. But Hyped already starting things out at 14-6. Tish is 17-8. RM3. Robert Morrison the third is positive, ladies and gentlemen. Ladies and gentlemen, I can't talk. But 13-6 on a 4 spree. The guy might actually know how to shoot his gun.
Yeah, man, he's shooting it today. This vote may be his map. His team is up 139-45. Good hold. Got full control of this P1. Yeetus Mimetus, he gets taken down, but Polar is there for the trade. There is the break for the Manitoba Mallards. 48-47, 30 seconds on this hill. You know New York SubPar is going to fight this for until, you know, the end of time. Player 5, that is RM3, going around to collect those spawns to make sure his team spawns out in that P2 area. 18 seconds to go on this hill. Manitoba Mallards probably will collect those to the scrap time while New York sets up for the P2.
Hey, New York will give up that scrap time all day, every day for this rotation. looking for this big, but Yeetus Mamitas goes on up, gets taken down. Tej with 2 big ones right there, looking for a little bit more if he can find it. Polar right now, just waiting for the teammates to get pushed back up, trying to get a little bit of a push going for the team, but gets taken down by that player back tank. That's going to be hyped. Now, Manitoba Mallards got to find this player in the back, but they got to be careful because that mid hit's going to come in pretty quick. I think number 8, Royalty's going to get a move on, help his teammate out in the back, but Hype doesn't need any help at all. Does die to a grenade, but did a good job slowing him up.
Yeah, I mean, he just did a great job of just letting this team accrue hard point time. Right now, we got a 2v2 trade that works out in the favor of Manitoba Mallards. Spawn out for New York SubPar. They are going to try to hit this one more time as all players are coming through mid. Hype does find that player in the back, so he did clear that back spawn out for his team. Now the attack is in for the Manitoba Mallards. They find the 3, I mean, for the New York SubPar, they find the 3 kills. Spawn in close for Manitoba Mallards, so that is a great thing. You see Polar with the P, with his PP in his hand.
That PP away, man. Can't be having that on stream.
Try to control those rotational spawns for New York SubPar, but right now New York SubPar getting control of this this P3, and you see player 5 is already getting control of Art.
And top art, obviously the thing we want to look for here. Number 4 player trying to sneak around the back. That's going to be Yeetus Mamitas. He's going to have to start deleting some meats here soon if he's going to get something going. He's going to get taken down. His teammates on the time. But RM3 going to piece him up, hyped, hitting him in the back as well. And just like that, they all get pieced up. Off of respawn now. New York SubPar once again doing a phenomenal job on this P3. Hyped though. He's having a phenomenal map right now. So is Tej. RM3, every single person on this team is absolutely showing out for the boys. I mean, even Royalty's got 1 minute and 50 seconds on the time. I mean, shout out the players out there just being your little hill kittens, that is. Doing a good job out there.
I mean, hill kitten, hill, whatever you just said. I mean, it's kitten.
Yeah.
So, I mean, being a hill kitten is a great thing to do, you know what I mean? Especially if your teammates are just absolutely flying around you. You tell them, boys, you get the kills, I get the hill. And it's all right. I don't know if you want to call it a hill kitten at this point in time when your team is absolutely frying. You're just doing your part, being a teammate, making sure your team wins this opening hard point. As we get this over the 2:15 mark, this game can be won here if New York SubPar has a good hold here. So Manitoba Mallards are going to have to regroup. They are getting these close spawns to the hill, so they're going to break in from this side door. Here comes one, but they got to watch out. Tej coming in from the flank. They find 2 for 1 trade. Manitoba Mallards are in the hill. 30 seconds to go. Here comes the push from the New York SubPar. Hype gets taken down by, no, I am not going to do that. And then New York SubPar have gotten 3 kills, so they're in the hill, but this guy, no latest, is going to keep fighting. He gets 2 before he finally gets taken down. 14 seconds to go. New York SubPar is going to have to rotate to P1, and Manitoba Mallards, they're still fighting for this old hill.
I mean, yeah, they got to fight for every second, right? They don't really have a choice, but now they've got a clutch up play absolutely perfect on this P1 right now. It's going to be a little tough. They've had some tough times on P1 and P2 in the past. But now New York SubPar breaking themselves right back out of that P4, going for P1. T's going to open things right on up. One more player in the hill to deal with. He's got the pistol, gets it done. Another player going to be spawned on up. RM3 takes him down. 8 more seconds. This one's going to be dusted. Make it go by pretty quick. Hey, RM3, stay on this hill now, baby. 5 more seconds. It's going to be over. Gets that kill. Should be nice, clean, and dusted up here. 250 to 124. And the boys over on New York SubPar looking pretty good tonight.
Yeah, man, they came out all guns blazing. You know, this is putting on a absolutely fried session. You know what I mean? Their gunny is super hot right now. They must have warmed up really good because they was getting all these kills. Look at T's 35 and 16, just absolutely being a menace. Look how he's just moving around the map, gun just sticking to every player he aims at. It's just absolutely putting it. I don't know if it worked.
He's got his knife out. They were listening.
Yeah, this may happen. Let's see. Yo. Making that no latata, start this search and destroy off. He's gonna bust through grandma. So he has the bomb. Yo, no, he took the route towards A. I thought he was listening to you, CK. But the battles are going down up here at this P2 side road. He does get the first blood on the Yeetus. T follows it up with a kill on to no latest, and then Defiant gets one on the road. So now we got the 3v1. Step to Polar by himself. Let's just spot be known. He gets out barely with his life. He's just running around trying to recover his HP. He got to recover this bomb and playing at the same time, so he knows what the bomb is. He runs right into a New York SubPar. New York SubPar fall this first round.
I mean, New York SubPar getting it done right there, right? Nice, quick, easy round for the most part. I mean, they just on this defensive side, they stay true. They get those early couple kills and kind of just run with it. It's a lot. Hey, shout out Protocol S&D, right? We see it a lot of very quick rounds on this map because you're kind of hitting things out pretty quick sometimes. We'll usually see teams after they have a couple quick rounds in a row. We'll see them slow things down a bit. But so far, Manitoba maybe not too happy with the first little performance they just had there. But they're gonna be on defensive side now, a little bit easier to play. So we'll see if that helps them out a little bit. We'll see the New York SubPar bomb in hand, making their way towards this B bomb site. They do have their guns out though, so automatically the strategy is flawed. They did go 1 for 1 though in the kills, so that's gonna open things up a little bit. They've got some players trying to push through their backside here, so got to be a little bit careful. 2 players left for New York. They are gonna trade one out though, so 2v2. Polar gonna get in a gunfight, gets taken down. Now gonna be a 1v2 for Nolatus. Something like that. I don't know how to say his name. I'll be honest. I've been casting this guy for years. I don't know how to say his name to this day, bro. I should just ask him. I mean, I should have been. I'm sorry. I didn't cast that at all, but that was actually about to be a play and a half right there if he started shooting his gun. That was about to be crazy.
That was ready to be a play, bro. He was trying to get too sneaky with it. He was trying to get too...
The crazy part is he could have pieced them both up right there, but he wanted the defuse or something. I don't know, but almost had it.
He wanted to get closer so he could make sure he hit his shots. This is that in the Bronze, you know what I mean?
That's fair.
He's not as confident with his gun as like we thought. Like me personally, I probably got a little closer too. So can't fault him for the play. But anyway, man, we are here. It is round 3. New York SubPar up 2-0 on this defensive side. Manitoba Mallards will be on this offensive side. Looking like they're going to take this pressure towards this open field side. Try to get some players off RM3 with the first kill on the no latest. Then he finds Defiance for the second, and it just leaves Polar and Yeetus all by themselves between Royalty. Finds Yeetus. Polar finds him for the trade, and just Polar again, last man alive.
1v3, the Manitoba Mallards in a tough position once again. He does have the bomb though, so maybe a chance to make a play. No one really watching the middle of the map at the moment, so he should have a chance to get this one all the way up to the B bomb site if he so wishes. He's gonna check his corners and stuff. Still nobody knows where he's at, so he's got that going for him. But it is still 1v3 up against the 3 absolute dogs over there on New York SubPar. I mean, RM3 hyped and Tej went. I mean, he had like 2 of those players essentially go double positive last game, and the third very close to it as well. So Polar gets bombed down, starts to push this shoe, gets taken down by the man, the myth, the legend, RM3, who picks up 3 on the round. He was the one who picked up the last one. Well, not the last one, but the other straggler. I think it was the 3rd kill, technically. And he's going to get the defuse as well.
Yeah, I mean, these guys right now, Tej and RM3, are just absolutely flying. Tej on the 4, RM3 on the 3. Man, so I was New York SubPar up 3-0. The round, I mean, them to get them opening 3 kills, leaving Polar by himself in a 1v3. Him getting the bomb down with all 3 of them down was definitely going to be a tough task for him. But New York SubPar are looking just not letting go of the gas right now.
Alrighty, New York SubPar up 3-0. Looking for a little bit more. Gonna get the first blood right there in favor. Gonna get one traded out. T's trying to get aggressive. Does pick up a kill right there. Now gonna be a 2v3 in favor of New York. That bomb making its way up the map. The player does get taken down though. Now Yeetus Mimetus in a 1v2 has to get this one on the board for the team. Does see where that bomb is down as well.
Oh,
that's tough. That's tough.
Man, these good. They're shooting. They're shooting over there in New York right now, man. They're definitely shooting their gun today, man. Off the reload, jump up on the air turret. Sees him coming around the corner. Absolutely all headshots. Great play right there by RM3. 5-1 currently for his team. Team is up 4-0 in the search and destroy. I mean, they look dominant in the hard point, bringing it over here to the Volt search and destroy. Team likes to practice. They get in their practice in. The reps are paying off. Here they go for this round 5, CK.
Round 5 kicking off. New York up 4-0. Looking for another one on the board. Going to go 5-0 at the moment. Manitoba Mallards not going to give this one up, so we'll see if they can get something going here. Hyped, got himself up to the Sam turret. Got to be careful, though. A little bit sketched out here as RM3 does get the first blood once again. The guy's a first blood god today. On a 5 streak as well, and Royalty with the monster flank. 1 player left for Manitoba. That's going to be Nolatus. He's going to pick up 1. Looking for more. 1v3 now. Was a 1v4. New York SubPar, faking in their boots. They know they can't afford to give this one up. They're going to move on up. It is going to get spotted, gets taken down just like that. New York up 5-0.
Man, oh man. Some great search and destroy right there by New York SubPar. You know, they have just Manitoba Mallards just guessing. They don't know what to do. Every time they turn a corner, there's a New York SubPar. They try to take their time. Royalty goes on the flank. It's just, you know, it's just a tough time right now for the Manitoba Mallards. Let's just see how they do right here in this round 6. Can they just fight back, get around the board, make sure they don't go down like this? But you know, the hotness of New York SubPar wasn't too good. They got this round 6. They're gonna grab this bomb. It's gonna be T's gonna be the bomb carrier. You know, Hype is gonna take his way over to get this the A site. The rest of his team is going to go through mid. The battle is taking place at the bomb site. They're doing some baiting and trading, but no killing is going down right now. But the good thing is that both teams have all their players hyped going around for the flank, but Polar reads that, takes him down. New York does get the first blood, but does get the first kill. Bomb is now going down on this A site, no latest, and Polar do get 2 good kills.
Oh,
Now
no.
Teach follows it up. Now we got a 1v1. Defiant versus Teach. Who's gonna win this sub versus AR? Is Defiant for the win for the defuse, and Manitoba puts one back on the board.
The boys get it done. They get some nice piece-up kills in the bottom of the map there. Tej almost clutches up the 1v2, but not quite going to be able to get it done.
You sure?
It's just obvious. It was a little scary there for a second if you're Manitoba, right? But Defiant, like with all the confidence in the world, just ran directly for the bomb. He said, Tej, you're mine. You're dead. And you know what? Dead he is. Oh, I see a little yapping going on in the chat right there.
Right.
Well,
Yeah, I see that too.
I want to know what they're saying. I want to know what they're saying.
Dude, they're yapping.
I'm sure it's all respect, but, you know,
Right.
I still want to know, though.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, here we go. Manitoba Mallards get themselves on the board, not going out with 0. Opportunity to bring this one back. Could we get a full sale? Could we get 6 rounds in a row, bring it all the way back from 0-5? Going to see the push over towards the middle of the map. They're going towards B right now. Defiant, the one who clutched up the previous round, gets the first kill as well. They get one traded out, though. An RM3 with the RC car. He's driving drunk over here or something. He's hitting a lot of things.
Yeah.
I think didn't really make it very far, but RM3, I respect it. I respect pulling that thing out. Defiant with another kill. He says, you know what? This one's not over yet. I'm going to clutch it up for the boys. Pull over the kill as well. Now going to be a 1v3. RM3, 1v3. Can he get it done for the boys?
Yeah, RM3, man. You know, he's been good in his early rounds, but he's the last man alive. He's going on these shakes, trying to find his player. Bomb on A site. He only has 36 seconds, so he got to find 3 players and get to defuse. He's going to try to take his route down the spiral stairs, hoping he can find anybody. Takes the little jump route to get down there very quickly. A little fall damage, but it's all right. He's there. He's got to make his way over to his bomb site. He does. Oh, he switched out someone, but now his position is known. He knows where 2 players are. At least he finds one. Can he find a second? Oh, he cannot find the second kill. Manitoba Mallards put 2 straight rounds on the board.
For a second there, I thought our boy RM3 was about to start piecing. I was a little concerned, but he just my meters. He eated RM3 off the map. Nice clean shots, gets it done. Just like that, though. 2 on the board for Manitoba. 1 at a time. Keep it on moving here. They win at offense and a defense. Well, defense and offense, technically, to be specific with the order they did it in. But now going to be back on defense. The easier side here. New York SubPar might be shaking a little bit, right? Ooh. Got to be a little bit worried. He lost 2 rounds in a row. That's good.
That's good, man. Oh, we got the shots coming down mid. T just for the first blood roll. T follows it up with the second. So just like that, New York SubPar back. Defiant. They see the play on the beat. And they get one. He finds one. He finds 2. Oh my God. They're all here. He has to reload.
Get out of there.
He's by himself. His teammates have to come up. Oh. His teammate Polar finally gets there. It's a 1v1. Polar versus Teej. Teej has to rewrap. Oh my God, Polar is here. Polar went the wrong way. Just ran right by each other. This is absolutely insane. I think TJ heard him. TJ is now making his way towards A. Polar made his way towards B. Polar, no, he should have went to A. I don't know why Polar is here, but the bomb now going down on this A site. Polar will get the command. And we have this one-on-one for the round.
I mean, Polar looked like he was thinking about jumping off that ledge, hitting a little Polar plunge action, but did not end up doing it. Tej versus Polar, 1v1. Defiant set this position up for his teammate. Got him in a spot. Tej, though, Sitting in a little bit of a credit corner, knows this player's coming. Polar doesn't spot him out, does get taken down, and Teach clutches it up for the New York SubPar as they win it in a 6-2 fashion.
Man, good play right there by Teach to get in that corner to get the right side,
yeah.
man. I mean, just being an absolute player, man. Because to guess that side is just a great, just a great read. That's a great read right there.
That's our boy Teach, though. He's like, everyone's probably like, come on, maybe a New York SubPar staple, Might be seeing him around for a long time. I like it. But just like that, New York SubPar, Manitoba Mallards kick things off. Map 3, control on Vault. New York SubPar going to stack the point. Never mind. They're going to push right on through. They're going for that B point right off the bat here. They're going to try to get on this. All 4 players making it there. Defiant gets one, gets taken down. The stack is on. The first tick already basically gone. Polar trying to stop it. He can't do much. First tick is gone. Second tick well on the way.
Work the gyms. They stack the point, and now they already got the B segment taken all the way into control. Add another minute to the clock. Only 2 of the New York Sub players have went down in this map, and they already have 2 players stacking that A site hyped, playing that route, that little bottom streak by Art to make sure they get this little, this spawn trap. 3 kills go in their favor. A site out the way, and New York SubPar dominate.
I mean, did anyone even start a stopwatch for that round? How long did that take? I mean, how long did that take? That's pretty crazy. That's pretty close to minimum time right there for a 6-tick on the board. Shout out to the New York SubPar, cleaning it up pretty quickly there. Didn't even need to get a ton of kills or anything, just got it done. Love to see that, but shout out New York SubPar, already up 2-0 in this series, off to a great first round of control as well. I mean,
he's snapping. Oh my god.
The boys are looking good today. Boys are looking good today.
Bro,
now,
Hype is
don't let this
snapping,
distract you
bro.
from the fact that one point in time, Hyped is one of the best players in the league.
The best player in the league.
One of them.
Nah, the best silver maybe.
Come on, Matty Ice. Come on.
He was, yeah.
He was a dog at one point.
The way he's snapping right now, it's like snap. It's
Dude, we're seeing Cold War Hyped right now.
I mean, this is
like actually, it's crazy.
Hey, Manitoba Mallards starting off trying to do the same route as New York SubPar, but RM3 is there to take down 2. Defiant does make his way through. Find him a nice little 2-piece, but Hyped is there to clear off the last line of defense. He's by himself over here on this B site, telling his teammates, I think they're going to come B. I need some help. And Teach is there for the help. It allows player 7 to get up on this A site, getting that capture group through. That is Polar. He's getting 1 segment through. Yeetus, my minutes is trying to help save him out, but the slides are in and the beams are there for a New York SubPar. 3 Manitoba Mallards can sit back to the spawns, allow Defiant a little breathing space to make his way over to B, but he finally gets taken down, and Manitoba Mallards down to 18 lives, 50 seconds on the clock, trying to get to a site.
Someone's just got to kill Hyped, right? I mean, the guy's 8-0 right now, and I'm definitely not trying to cast or curse him right now. Wink, 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 wink. I'm just kidding. But, I mean, T's just holding down mid-map right now. Picks, I say it, and he dies, man. I'm like, what are we doing? But now he's 8-1. What are you going to do? Hey, had to die eventually. But Manitoba still trying to break into A or B side. Struggling to do either. As RM3 and Tej and you name it, just picking up 2 pieces everywhere right now. But Defiant gets 1 towards that outer B site. He's going to get flanked, though, so got to be careful. Royalty picks up 1, looking for a bit more. Looking for some team help as well, and he's going to get that. He gets that kill. It's a nice, clean shot right there. But 10 lives remaining, 10 seconds as well as Manitoba. Yeetus, my Meetus. He's going to sneak on that point. He's on it temporarily, but RM3 picks him up very quickly. This second round should be over. Yeah, no one anywhere near the objective, and just like that, New York SubPar up 2-0 in the series and on map 3.
Ooh, he's got to let that simmer, you know what I'm saying? You got to just let that simmer for a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
this right here is insane, man. But anyway, man, we just seen a dominant round right there out of the New York SubPar. We saw that the Manitoba Mallards tried to do a New York SubPar strat and take all their resources towards B, but New York SubPar were keen to that strat and, took them down. Now we're 2-0 in the in this control, 1 round away. New York SubPar will be on the offensive round. Will they repeat the same strategy and take all the resources towards a B? I don't think New York SubPar are that type of team, so they will send everybody towards A. Not expecting anybody to defend this as Rosie gets the first blood. Player comes through mid, Hype takes him down. Hype gets the trying to get the player from the top, but the player does use his Omni movement to stay alive, but allows for Royalty to go for a nice little flank on the play, and they got the 2 segments out the way on this A site. Clock is stopped at a minute 22, 27 to 25 are the lives. Holler on the bottom of Volt, trying to make things a little mixy, and he does enough to allow his team to get on that A site and start progressing that A site.
I mean, Manitoba do a good job there. They get them off that A point. So still a fighting chance here in this map and series. The New York SubPar got to get pushed up one more time. They already got 2 ticks onto A, so looking pretty solid there. Could get some more time extension very quickly. They get 2 picks, make it a third. They should be able to get this A1, this A objective, no problem. The stack comes in. Look at that stack deploy word of gems. That thing is flying by. We're going to do the same thing at B as Manitoba. They kind of shift their focus a little bit towards mid. That's going to allow New York to push on up, get on that B site. Now Manitoba has to clutch up, get some big kills.
It's a big kill. Manitoba is going to have to get starting off by Yeetus Maimetas, but RM3 with a big 2-piece. You got to watch out for No Latest, who's watching down the Volt stairs. He gets him a big 2-piece, but got to watch out for Teach, who is getting car explosions with the sub. And then his teammates are now pushing. 2 teammates are pushing through mid. 2 teammates are pushing through this street side. And the pinch is in. There goes 3 big kills. They got to get rid of the fight. And they do. Now it allows for TJ to get on the clock. Stop the time. Royalty's up for the spawn shot, but he gets taken down. Teammates are still chilling in the back. Hype drops the cruise missile. It hits on Defiant. And now to New York SubPar pushing up to this B site.
Ooh, I've got a nice clean kill right there as well on that last one. Good job using his Omni movement there. 15 to 8 in lives right now. The stack is in. The B point about to be gone. Stacked point word to Jims just like that. She's done and dusted. 3-0 on the series because the map is done.
3-0 domination. New York SubPar just put on a clinic on how do you just destroy somebody's confidence in a game of Call of Duty. I mean, the chirping is going on in the